Hey everyone, I'm live on LinkedIn right now. I'm also live on Instagram. I'm trying to intro things, so let me know if y'all like that better. I love having fun with you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into tonight's topic. As you can see on the live on Instagram, this is a history making event with the Fearless Grant Fund lawsuit. And that's what I'm going to be talking with y'all right now. But before I get into it, I just wanted to give you guys a little update. If you saw my live yesterday, then you already know what it's about. But for those of you who missed it, I'll just tell you again. I have been MIA for a while now. And for those of you all who are like, okay, Britt, where did you go? Why did you abandon us? We were looking forward to your lives and you just disappeared. Here's where I've been. I have been finding out different ways to come up with an automated system because I'm getting into some grant projects and other things, and I don't want to give it away just yet. And I'm not going to have as much time as I did before with going live and stuff. So that's where I've been, just trying to get my systems together, be more consistent with giving you guys lives, giving you guys those current tips you love so much, and just like information in general about grant writing. So that's where I've been, and without spoiling it, this is what I'm on a new path. If you want to know more just about what I'm gonna do and get my hands in, just keep following me on LinkedIn. If it looks like I'm looking up, it's because Instagram is in front of me. I'm trying a new background, new things. I like to try new things, but just let me know how you like my setup or not, whatever. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the topic of the Fearless Grant Fund lawsuit. And I have my notes with me because, unfortunately, I didn't have time to memorize all of the goodies. But I do know what it's about. And let me know if you want more videos on lawsuits. If you guys didn't know, I do have a background in paralegal. So, not to do UPL, which is unauthorized practice of law. I'm going to do my best not to do it here because I don't want this video to get a strike. So I'm going to do my best to let you know about this case. And all of this is public information. All of it is public, and you can look it up yourself with the sites that I'm going to give you. So the sources that I use came from techcrunch.com, ballotpedia.org, Wabe, I think it's Wabe or Wabe, W-A-B like bread, E.org, from Ariana Simone's Instagram, like the video that I saw, and that will be, all of these will be linked in the description whenever whenever this is over. APnews.com, WS Bloomberg Law.com, and RollingStone.com. I was gonna put some more, but I feel like that's pretty good, right? So with what has been going on is this is with Ayanna Parsons and Ariana Simone, and they are the two ladies, black ladies, that are the founders of the Fearless Fund. They are a venture capital firm. They help Black and Hispanic or Latina business owners get the capital they need to start their businesses. They do this also with grants. Their grant program released $20,000 at the time that, at the time of whenever they released it. Excuse me. Since 2019, they released $3.7 million in grant funding. And, the people that are backing them up, especially in this case, are us, the public. I am, for those of you who are following me for the first time, I'm Brittnei C, and I'm a grant specialist, a grant strategist. So grant developing, I write them, I teach them, I give you tips. If you've been following me for any length of time, then you know this. But for those of you who may have been seeing me for the first time, you know that I'm new. I'm new to you, but this suit for the Fearless Grant Fund, this has been going on since August 2023. And they made headlines in October just to get the backing they need up under their belt, because it's like they need help. And so I want to do my part and just let you guys know why I'm supporting this. Yes, I'm all of the above. Black woman, minority business owner, have a business myself, and I also teach you all how to get funding and qualify for funding at the start of your business and your nonprofit. Because if you have started a business, if you wanted to ever start a business and you didn't know how, the first thing you discovered about that is, you need capital, you need some kind of money, you need income for that. There's always bootstrapping, where you use your own money to build your business. But we know that when you're working a 9-to-5 and you're trying to fund your dream, it can be a delay for that. Now, although that is successful, we're at that age in our business, in our life, in our walk of life, where we don't want to wait 10 years saving and bootstrapping to get our dream started. We want it now. And this is where grant funding comes in for that. This is where vouchers and scholarships and donors, it's a lot. I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but this is what I want y'all to understand, what's at stake right now. And this is why this is a history-making event. Also, this is happening right now in Atlanta, Georgia. And if it is made up, although this is going on in Georgia, it's made its way to where I'm at, which is in Texas. And this is why I feel like I have to talk about it, because I don't want to say not a lot of people are talking about it, because a lot of people are. But from my perspective, this is what I want y'all to know is what's going on. So here's the plaintiff, which is Edward Bloom. And this is why he's suing the Fearless Fund. So, let me see. The Fearless Fund is in the venture capital sector. And so they have over $200 billion in assets, and 0.5% of that goes to startups for Black women. So the American Alliance for Equal Rights, and I'll just say it's AIR because it's literally AAER. This is headed by the anti-affirmative action activist Edward Bloom. And this is when he sued the Fearless Fund in August of 2023. And if you don't know who Edward Blum is, he's widely known for to do suits for discrimination. And that's what this is about. Someone felt that they were being discriminated against because they didn't qualify for the Fearless Grant Fund. And so according to Rolling Stone, and I quote, this is what he said from his organization or firm, that he was contacted by a woman-owned business who was ineligible to participate in the programs because she was not Black, and this is why she was disqualified. And he does say that he's unsure how the person found his organization, and his organization, his firm was incorporated in 2021. So this is, we just entered in 2024. So his firm is just, a couple years old. Also, from his point of view, and I quote, he says this about it: would a different venture capital fund requirement that only white men are eligible for its funding and support be fair and legal? If the answer is no, then it must follow that racially exclusive places that a different race and set must be unfair and illegal as well. Here's the thing about venture capital. It's not really a race thing. It's more of a who has money thing. And a lot of times, depending on the racial backing of that person, if they come from old money, this is not one of those racially exclusive things. It's literally if you have money, because you need money for venture capital. And it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, like your background, as long as you have the money for the venture capital, that's all that matters. Venture capital is not like grants where you do have to meet a certain requirement or have a certain background to qualify. So to me, this a reach. To me, that's a reach. Because as we all know, for the most part, if you are, for a lot of people, and this is not something that's unknown as much as it is fact, but most races that come from old money are white men. That part is correct. But it's not to say that you can't come from old money if you're, say, a minority or Black or Asian, whatever you are. But the majority are from old money white men. The census say that, statistics say that, research says that. So this is not like, oh, can we like sweep that bias under the rug? And it is a bias, but not in this case. Not in this case. And so as I read on, affirmative action foe. That's what, again, these are from the sources that I mentioned earlier that I got this from. Affirmative action foe Edward Blum said a group he started that files lawsuits is challenging diversity programs and has no new plans to use any more firms. And he says, and I quote, "There's nothing left for us to do in that space," he said in an interview. And so, and at the title of this article, it was like, is Blum done with discrimination lawsuits? He might very well be. He might very well not be. But this is this is interesting to me because, you know, if you've been around grants any length of time, and grants have been around since the 1980s, then you know, just like scholarships, there are scholarships for all black kids between the ages of, let's just say, 15 and 19 if they're going after sports for college. There are grants for the Native Americans, the tribal, the indigenous. That's where I was going with. Sorry. Yeah, there are race-based grants out here, scholarships, vouchers for all races. So this is why I'm saying it's a reach. That's my opinion, it's a reach. And so, back to my notes. As the news comes, as the grant surfaces, a historic lawsuit, and this is what this is, by Air, which alleges that Shriver's grant discriminates against non-black founders by only offering grant money to black women. A judge issued a temporary injunction against the grant, meaning the Fearless Fund is barred indefinitely from awarding it. So in plain English, since November 2023, the owners of the Fearless Fund are not able to release grant funds until further notice. Ayer is weaponizing, quote unquote, the Civil Rights Act of 1866 as initially targeted to help the formerly enslaved. Ayer, or AAER, fails as an organization, bringing a Section 1981 claim on behalf of white members. The inclusion of Asian business owners while racial minority does not cure the inclusion of white business owners. And this is what Wilson wrote in his dissent. And this is true, because this is why I say it's a reach, because you're going back to the 1860s to say, hey, okay, for this act, this is what it says, and this is why, you know, it's this is why you can't have this as a black business. This is why, you know, this is not right, and this is why the racial tension is a thing now because of this. But there is a section in there that says, hey, as a minority, this does include the Asian culture, businesses from that. So this is why this suit doesn't, yes, it is mainly about black business owners, women, black business owners at that, but it's, you know, this does affect minorities in more ways than one. And I'm saying non-black minorities in more ways than one. As I go on, the Civil Rights Act of 1866 declared all persons born in the U.S. So I had it, while doing this research, I'm like, okay, all right, so what does the Civil Rights Act of 1866 say? And this is what it says. It declared all persons born in the United States to be citizens without distinction of race or color or previous condition of slavery or involuntary servitude. And then, of course, in that time, just a fun fact, President Andrew Jackson vetoed this legislation, and then that veto was overturned by the 39th United States Congress. So that was awesome. Like, although this was a thing, and then it was trying to get vetoed out of office, and then they're like, nah, we override that. So, like, I thought that was amazing. So yeah, this is not to it, well, it's politics. I was about to say not to get political, but it's politics either way. It's politics either way. And so, and I'm gonna add the link to Ayana Parsons. If I am saying your name wrong, ma'am, I apologize, but I believe it's pronounced Ayana Parsons. I'm going to link her video here just so you guys can see it. And this is how I came across, because I was on Instagram. I was just scrolling through like I usually do, watching different types of videos, and then hers just popped up like on one of the threads, you know. So this is what caught my attention, and this is why I'm talking about it today. I know it's been a while. It's been a while. I've been MIA, but like I said, this is important. So here are, if you haven't already watched the video, this is going to be a spoiler because I'm going to say some of the things that she said from the video and then elaborate on those, because she's saying that her company, which is part of the Fearless Grant Fund, and like all of her companies are actually being sued for race-based discrimination. They're being sued for race-based discrimination because they are supporting grant programs geared towards Black women. Again, like I said, this is her company. She's a Black woman. She supports Black women businesses. So, and again, yes, it is a Black woman, but this will affect minorities, and I'll tell you why later on. In the event, this is what she says, in the event we are to lose, what's at stake is anything race-based, like scholarships for college, as I mentioned before, HBCUs or historically Black colleges, set-aside programs, minority grant programs. She spoke at the National Black Caucus for State Legislation on a panel called Urgency for Equity and Reparations. And she said, someone said this, if the Fearless Fund were to lose, all legislation for reparation, it doesn't matter. And so all of that will be lost. And then it begs the question like, okay, what are we fighting for in this? What, why do we need this amount of money to fund this project or make a difference? Like, it wouldn't matter. And I quote, she says here, winning is a win for all. If we lose, it's a lose for all. Everyone is affected by our loss. And they do need donations to raise awareness, and they need our voice, the public, fellow grant writers, people who are familiar with this process in grant writing, in venture capital, in starting businesses. So, with that being said, and I said it somewhat, but here's what's at stake. And this is from me. It is a lot, but I'll shorten it. So, who is this affecting? And Ayana is right. Everything race-based is affected. And that's not just historical Black colleges. That goes on into like any other racial historic college. What is your history? What are the things that the non-Black people have fought for in your country so you can make it as that person, that race? So that ethnicity, that nationality. So there are other parts in this that are intertwined. Yes, we are saying like, hey, this is black women that are at stake here, the black people. We are saying that, but it's not 100% about black people. This will go into other non-black minorities. So, like, it's knocking on our door. Don't think that if you're a non-black minority, it's not going to happen to you or it's not going to knock on your door, because it will. And it's not a matter of how, but when. It's always a matter of, okay, well, when is this going to happen to me? And so I'll add this. I said that already. This also may affect people with disabilities, different abilities, as you will. So if you, let's just say you are black and you have a disability, or it's something that's going on with you to give you the rights for that, it's possible that will go that far. So this is why I said this is affecting, or it will affect everyone, not just 100% all black men, women, entrepreneurs. This goes for even non-blacks, like I keep saying. Grants, programs, scholarships, vouchers, black and non-black historical schools, colleges, etc. will be disbanded. Could you imagine this is a history-making school and the law says, oh, we got to tear the school down because we no longer can support it, or this grant can no longer support it, or the funding can no longer support this because, y'all are a history-making school and we can't allow that. We can't have that. So these are the different things that are at stake. Also, future minority-owned businesses are at stake. The next generation, generational legacy is at stake. Even what I'm doing is at stake. What other grant writers, grant developers, grant consultants are doing is at stake, because I'll say that for last, and you'll know why in a minute, because I don't want to get ahead of myself, because I'm excited to like give you guys all this information. But back to the historical college possibly being disbanded. For years, millennia, these resources have existed and they may not. It's a threat if they don't exist anymore, because that means where you could have gotten a scholarship just because you're to go to school, just because you're the first, and they have scholarships for this. If you are the first ever person to graduate high school and you're the first to go to college, like take your first classes, they have scholarships for that. If you are indigenous and it's your first time going to school, to college, they have scholarships for that. If you are multilingual, scholarships for that. If you are just black, if you were born black, more than one race, mixed race, or if you are Hispanic, Asian, or whatever, just for being born that, you can go to school for that. There are scholarships for that. There's scholarships for you if you're a black male, scholarships for you if you are a Hispanic female, so on and so forth. There are scholarships for that. And those scholarships will probably be disbanded. This is why it's at stake. It's not, like I said, yeah, it's knocked on the black people's door, the black women-owned businesses, but could knock on your door too. Again, non-black minorities. Okay, moving on from that. for grant programs, this will change on the federal and non-federal levels. And I talk about that on my channel if you follow me. And so then you already know. Every single grant program that's ever existed will change. So that's on every level too. The nonprofit foundations, the public, the private, the federal, as I mentioned, and even grants for businesses. Grants for, like, dare I say, the SBA, like the way they help businesses, that could change. The way there are different resources to like help you start your business and they're free, that may change as well. So it is about the grants, the funding, the vouchers, but it's also about the stuff for the free resources that a lot of nonprofits are existing to help those that maybe you can't afford it or you have a tight budget. That affects that too. So the way we apply for grants, that affects the way we apply for it, because now in order to be a qualified match, it's possible that you can't be black to apply. It's very likely. It's very, very, very likely. Also, for your nonprofit or business, this may not have anything to do with race. It may not have anything to do with race as far as qualifications are concerned, but that could be a gatekeeping qualifier. And the reason why I'm saying it that way is because right now, there's not really anybody gatekeeping information from people regarding grant funding, resources from different nonprofit organizations, how you can start your business on a budget. There's no real person like gatekeeping that information, unless it's a person kind of like maybe on the inside or on the outside, and they know and have expansive knowledge and they just choose not to say anything. That's different from the load of us that are saying something about it. That's what I mean. Eligibility. Teaching about grants, that could change. That could change because it wouldn't be based on the eligibility and the qualifications anymore. It'll mainly be about race and being like, oh, that person is black or non-black, and oh, well, according to this funding resource that we got, they don't qualify because this is what they are. You know how petty some people can be. I'm just saying. So it gives access to more gatekeeping, and that's why this is at stake. Denials for your race will increase. As silly as it sounds, yeah, there are some things out there that you can get denied on just because you're the race that you're born with, and that's out of your control. If you know, you know. So I believe this would increase, and this is what is at stake, if the Fearless Grant Fund loses. I don't want them to lose. I don't want them to lose at all. What these ladies have built is a staple. It's definitely a staple, because my overall thing is, if they were not already changing these dynamics, dare I say, what is this suit for? And lastly, grant developers, grant freelancers, grant consultants. If you are in that arena to teach. Even if you are the one, let's just say you give your resources and you get paid for that like a freelancer, or you give the resources and for free, but a company pays you on the back end, or however it goes. This is why it will affect us, because right now as consultants, like what I'm doing, I have free range to speak about it. Even right now, I have the free range to speak about what's going on with them, the Fearless Fund. I also have free range to talk about my experiences in the training that I do, in order to firstly level with you guys and just let you know that I'm not perfect. You don't have to be perfect with navigating through these grants, but you do have to know strategy. You do have to understand that language. You do have to be aware of what it is the funder is looking for. Funder, donor, philanthropist, they're the same person. You have to know that. So that's a nugget for someone. But for the way that each and every one of us, how we bring a certain dynamic, our uniqueness, our experience to it, we won't be able to do that, because grants would have become back on, well, they were never gatekeeping, but then it would be like gatekeeping. So yeah, that's what we would have to deal with. And then we would also have to teach that in a way where it gives but not give too much information, because again, it goes into that realm of gatekeeping. We may not have that luxury if it's taken away. The luxury to freely speak about grants and the steps and what you need to do and the protocols and what to bypass and what to do. Our past and current experiences with grant protocols may be baseless, because again, like I said earlier, if grants were to be like, and this is not just the grants, it's the program, it's the vouchers, it's the scholarship. If this were to be in a gatekeeping format, it would be increasingly difficult for us to tell you, the consumer, okay, this is a grant, this is how you fill it out, this is what you should bypass, this is what you are able to say, but be careful, this is what you are able to say and it's fine. Never say these 5 things in your proposal. We won't have the free range to do that. And so it'll be kind of standardized, and it'll be like every grant consultant is saying the same thing, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to not do this, or yeah, you're supposed to only do this. And it could lead people astray, because we're not able to freely speak on it. And lastly, this might put us out of a job as freelancers, or we would have to adapt to the new way. We would have to adapt to this new way of gatekeeping, grant funding, not really telling you guys all of what's going on with it. And it could prevent us from letting you know about grants without bias. Because that's what, whenever we're telling you these strategies, whenever we're putting ourselves out there, whenever we tell you, and some of us go tell you like exactly how to fill out the application and what to say and what to put, where others, you kind of can't do that. and it says so in their policy, like you can only speak surface level about this, not go in depth. That takes away from our ability to do that. That takes away from our ability to tell you what's really going on with the funder. It's gonna be to a point where it's gonna kind of affect, again, not just the way we teach, but how we work. And so we're most likely not going to be able to be as honest as we are with you guys and tell you, oh yeah, they said what? All you gotta do is A, B, C, D, and trust. You're in. I'm the consultant. I know these things. Trust me. Like, we won't have that trust with you guys. Because anytime a question is raised, we may have to say, oh, I can't say anything or no comment. So that's all I have to. I wasn't intending for this video to be at 42 minutes. I wasn't intending it to be that long, but I had to say something. I had to let y'all know what's at stake. What is at stake? So if you like my content, any other grant consultants content, if you are like how we advocate for you guys for grants, if you wanted to like write it yourself or learn more about it, or you want to embody being a consultant, you can. But just understand, this is what is at stake right now. And like I said before, right now it's knocking on the Black woman business door. But don't think for a second, if you're a non-Black minority, you're not next, because you are. It's sometimes, as y'all know or may not know, sometimes something has to happen for one person. No. Something has to happen to one person, because that thing, depending on the outcome, great outcome, is going to determine what's going to happen for everyone else. So just understand it. So again, these ladies with the Fearless Grant Fund, I support you in the best way I know how. And I need you guys to support them too. I need you guys to do what you can, do your part, do what you can to help them. Just like I am. Donate to them. Show them your support. And I think in the video she said we need prayer, they need petition, and they need paper. So let's help them get those things that they need so they can win. And I know this is not an influence, because like I said, I didn't use UPL. I didn't do it. But this is not an influence like you better do this or else. But wouldn't you want to be a part of history in the making before it gets there? Like, can you imagine that? It's just like, they won this case. As an example, they won this case. And I was a part of that. I helped them. You know, I can honestly say that I did something good for the world. Or I can honestly say I did something good that not only benefited me and what it is that I stand for, but what they stand for as well. So unselfishly, guys, donate to their cause. Get more information. Like I said, I will be posting their videos in the description after this live is over. But go support them. Go to their page. Go to their website. Go to their social media. And just show your support. Now, I obviously can't tell you what to do. You are the one that makes your own judgment. But this is what I want to be a part of. And of course, I need you guys' help on my platform to help them. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I just trust you use your judgment to do the right thing. And so, with that being said, oh man, this is getting so long. I'm sorry, y'all. I like to talk, can't you tell? Okay, so I'll go ahead and get into those announcements and the what's it called? Shameless plug. I'm not ashamed. I don't care. So yeah, if I don't post them here, like I said, the links to their video and to their cause will be in the description. I don't think I put their link on here, and I have so many other links, so I apologize for that. Well, let me see. So I think theirs is Fearless Fun. Hold on, let me make sure. I'll have to put their, maybe it's not Fearless Fun at all. I have to get their website. And I'm not getting the right one. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna find it, the right website, because I went to some other website, but I'm gonna find their website. I'm gonna put it in there. Gonna put their donation button in there. So you guys, like I said, I trust that you'll support and do the right thing. Help your fellow neighbor. And that's what we do in Texas. That's what we do. Okay. So what I have now is, if you want to work with me on your grant project, on your grant research, you need tailor-made documents, contracts, got you. Work with me. You can work with me. My Calendly is open now, because I wasn't taking appointments for a while, but now I am. So I'm at calendly.com/writingvisions. And I don't have this. I have this on LinkedIn, so everyone on LinkedIn can see it, but I don't have this on Instagram. That's why I'm saying it. Also, what I have that's going on right now is my sale. Save 60% off everything at my store. And also, I have the Essential Components Mastermind class, which was for 4 days. I walked you step by step, and I gave an in-depth breakdown of each section of a grant application. So if that's something you're interested in, if you would like to purchase that recording, you can visit my store, which is bit.ly/writingvisionstore. Follow me on Pinsite. That's where I house all my social media. So that's my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, everything. I'm there. And also, get some tips. Get some great tips. Follow me. Because I like to tell you guys about all the projects that I do and what I'm involved in. Also, I know we haven't spoken of it since, when was that? October 10th, October 12th. was like the last day. But virtual available money now mastermind is also on demand. It's available for purchase as well. For 3 days, it was me, my partner Nora. We gave an in-depth breakdown of how you can improve on your grant, how you can improve on your nonprofit, your business, increase your funding by 30%, and how you can qualify for donor funds, what you need to do, how to get your donor avatar ready, all that good stuff. And we went in depth on mainly getting you guys unstuck where you're at and propelling you to your next level. So that's what that was about, and it was for 3 days. It was awesome. We had so much fun. So if this is also something that you're interested in, visit norasbooks.com/available money now. And for those of you on Instagram, it's NOURASB like boy OOKS.com/available money now. And lastly, if you didn't already know, been living under a rock. Maybe you wasn't living under a rock, but the rock was living up under you. I don't know. Anyway, join my Telegram group. Join my Telegram group. It's Grant Tips with Britt. And in that group, I share grant tips. Like some of the same tips that I be telling y'all, I share it in the group too. Some that I share with y'all are not on, my Instagram and TikTok or whatever. So yeah, just join my Telegram group. And we always have fun in there. I try to make it fun. I try to make it a balance like I do everything else, between serious and fun with a teeny tiny sprinkle of enjoy yourself. So just so this video won't be too long, I know you guys, it's Friday. I know you guys got stuff to do. If you're anything like I used to be, you're probably on your way to the club right now. I don't do that anymore, but I'm just saying, I know party people. So yeah, you guys enjoy your night, enjoy your Friday, and let me know. Like, please share this video. I know it's long, but share this anyway. Like, share, comment, subscribe to all my channels so you can keep up with what it is that I'm doing, and put that in the comments below. Like, I know this was like a rather long video, but let me know if you want to see more of this. Like, if you want to see more of me diving into my paralegal side without UPO. I don't want to do that because I don't want to end before I get started, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, just let me know if you want more videos like this where I talk about the law-ish a little bit. Just let me know. Because I'm always talking about grant writing and nonprofits, but let me know if you want a little teeny tiny bit of the law side. Just enough until I become, Esquire. Just until then. Just let me know. So y'all enjoy y'all's night, because I'm gonna enjoy mine. Relax. If you haven't, I've been working hard, so this is a message to myself. But yeah, it's the weekend. Just relax. Go home. Curl up with a nice movie, book, or food. Food is the one I'm curling up with tonight. It is. Unapologetically, because I make some good food. And I'm gonna eat it, but okay. It's time to go because I'm getting goofy. Okay, so y'all have a good night. And I'ma see. I've been having issues with trying to get this on my YouTube, but you guys, LinkedIn, I'm talking to you guys. If you know a way that I can like put my videos from my live on my YouTube, let me know. Or Facebook, let me know. Let me know. Anybody have like, let me know how to do it, because I need help with that. Anyway, don't want to keep you guys because I feel like I'm rambling now. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. And if I'm able to, I'll break this up in sections so it's not, it doesn't seem like it's that long, but it's that long. Okay. Y'all have a good night. And once again, everything is going to be in the description. LinkedIn, Instagram, everything is that I discussed tonight will be in the description box. So look out for that. Okay, guys, y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe out here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, LinkedIn. Okay, cool. All right, now, bye, Instagram. I'll see you in the next live. Uh-oh.